Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Indiana Fever as they go up against the New York Liberty. With Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us.
And with the season in its early stages here, teams are trying to gather momentum.
That's the goal right now. Don't dig a hole for yourself and just get into a position of confidence.
Yeah, as competitive as the WNBA is, success at this time of the year is so important.
Ionescu has it. Outside Stewart. Pass to Jones. Back to Stewart. Over Howard. A nice shot by Stewart.
A true threat inside and outside. Stewart's height and touch, they allow her to be effective down low.
Mitchell outside. The shot's good.
So reliable, guys. Her offense, it doesn't come and go. It's always there.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Ionescu outside. Shoots over Clark. Ionescu misses.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
Clark can't get it to go. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Pass to Stewart. Back to Lainey Hamilton. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss. Bonner outside. And first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Clark defended by Stewart. Just 5 on the clock. Wing shot on the way. Gets that one to fall after missing her first two. 1 for 3 from the field. On offense, here the Liberty. Trailing by 5. Ionescu has it. And it's Howard picking her up.
Amongst the best shot blockers in the WNBA, Howard's length is real trouble for opponents.
And we have to take another look at that block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that, it goes a long way. It establishes the attitude you want.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Stewart. Good, and Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
She didn't have to slow down at all. That lead pass was timed perfectly.
Well, New York won that 2020 lottery, and their prize, man, it was a great one. Sabrina Ionescu.
Well, she was the first piece, right? And she endured some tough times. But her talent and overall play helped attract Brianna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, and other key players.
Now here is Stewart. It's stolen by Howard. Mitchell outside. Some solid defense from Brianna Stewart. New York trailing here. Jones left side. Here's Stewart. Goes right through for bucket number 3. She's a perfect 3 for 3.
Crashes the glass with effort and intensity. Stewart loves turning boards into buckets.
Pass to Mitchell. 14 feet out. Amy Hamilton with the rebound.
Great look. Disappointing miss.
What happened there? I mean, that shot's almost as good as automatic.
I don't know.
Stewart with the ball. Ionescu outside. Stewart tries again, and she takes it up and lays it in.
The will, the desire. When Stewart is locked in offensively, there's little you can do to stop her.
Now here's Clark,
Covered by Ionescu.
and here's Kelsey Mitchell for three. Another miss by Kelsey Mitchell. New York in the lead. Pass to Jones. Ionescu misses the three. Bonner outside. Here's Howard.
Boston outside.
Clark
Covered by Ionescu. Howard the screen.
hits the three-point bomb.
But for the defense, they got to talk to each other. Clearly in air, not getting out there on her three-point attempt.
Outside Stewart. Stewart with the screen. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
She has been anything but her usual self this quarter. It's been ugly.
Pass to Howard. Clark. Four on the shot clock. And the Fever hit again from deep.
You know, some players you can give that shot to, but let me be clear. She is not one of them. Terrible job by the defense.
Now here's Ionescu. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Back to Stewart. Over Howard. And again, it's the Liberty missing. The Fever with the lead. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Bonner. Down low. Misses off the right iron.
Here's New York now.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Drills it from outside.
Did you see how deep that shot was? There are truly no limits to what Ionescu can do out there.
And here's Clark. 8 points for her. Mitchell a screen. Back to Clark. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
She's been one of their more reliable options today, and it's her shooting that has given them this lead.
The 2024 top pick, Caitlin Clark. We've never seen a player enter the league with her level of height, and it's deserved.
It's crazy. I mean, you're talking about Caitlin Clark setting the scoring record for career points in college, shattering viewership records as well. Lots of people excited to see Clark in the W.
Caitlin Clark outside. And it's Brianna Stewart with the rebound. Pass to Ionescu. Now here's Jones. Picked by Jones. Ionescu. Guarded by Howard. Brianna Stewart draws the double. Screen by Stewart. Pulls it from 20. Sabrina Ionescu again.
And Ionescu recognizes her role on this squad. Her team wants her to score and score often.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Clark. Inside.
Boston.
And can't cash in from close range. And here's Stewart.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Rebounded by the Fever.
Rebounding is going to be a focal point for them in this one, fellas.
Yeah, Brian, it has been so far. They've already got a nice edge on the glass.
It's tipped.
Yeah, she's been off her game this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go down.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
To the middle. Jones. Over Mitchell. And it's New York with another.
Great job by Jones. So good at gaining ideal positioning and capitalizing.
Indiana with the ball. It's a three-point game. Pass to Clark. 6 to shoot.
Howard the screen.
Kicks it out to Mitchell.
The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
This is the pure shooting ability of Mitchell at work. Allows her to score right off the pass.
Now here is Ionescu.
8 points for her. Banked in off the glass.
She has been unconscious this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Clark.
10 points for her. Pass to Boston.
Mitchell. Stewart grabs the miss.
Those chances, usually they're 2 points for her. The D, I guess, did just enough to bother her.
Ionescu. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Clark. With 4 on the clock. That one doesn't drop. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Liberty out in front, up 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter going. And taking a look at the Liberty performance here. Guys, what are your thoughts?
I like what we're seeing for them going right at the basket. Tons of points down there in the paint.
They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting in the paint.
And so it's New York with it. 3-point lead.
Now Dodikish. Pass to Phoebish.
Thornton. Shot clock at 6. And it's good. 2 points.
3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The defense better start buckling down.
They're getting exposed and punished down low.
And here's Colson. Boston outside.
Here's Hull.
Rebounded by Phoebish.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
Here's Colson.
Pass to Boston.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Liberty.
Really careless turnover. That should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Jones with it.
Now Dodikish. Phoebish. She's covered by Cunningham.
Harrison in the post. Pass to Burke. 5 on the clock. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Fever trailing. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by.
Now here's Cunningham. Boston.
6 on the shot clock. That one's in. Her first basket of the game. She is 1 for 2.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Here's Dodikish.
Pass to Harrison.
Here's Dodikish.
Now Burke. outside. Now Burke. Bonner defending. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Liberty missing. Here's Colson. Let's go with a three. That one's good. Joanna Bonner for three.
The defense has to at least honor Bonner's outside shot. She's happy to remind them of this fact, too.
New York calls timeout. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Dodikish. Pass to Phoebish. Burke. To the paint. Well-timed pass and goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Wow. I mean, come on. That's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, it's just nowhere to be found.
They have to start committing more bodies down low.
Here's Boston. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
You can always depend on her to put that lead pass right on the money.
New York leading.
Hey, it didn't take long for Aaliyah Boston to make waves here in the W. She came ready.
Aside from the accolades she racked up in her first season, her team just plays better with her on the floor. She's a spark plug out there, and it seems that the team goes the way Aaliyah goes. She is a force at the 4-5 position in this league. Well, Harrison doesn't get to the line too often, but she's not the player you want to send to the charity stripe because she can do some real damage.
That's her first trip to the line.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. Both teams will make substitutions. She hits one and misses one each at the line.
Now here's Cunningham.
She's guarded closely.
Here's Phoebish.
She's covered by Mitchell. Pass to Burke. Now here is Ionescu. Takes the three. Good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
It's been a great game for Ionescu so far, attacking on the offensive end and finding plenty of shots.
And here's Bonner. The jump hook. It's hauled in by Harrison. Now Burke. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Pass to Phoebish. Harrison sets a screen.
Burke Bonner defending. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Harrison. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. And so it looks like Liberty will retain possession here. The Fever making a switch here. Here's Burke. She's covered by Mitchell. Clock at 6. Jones right side. To the inside. Ionescu. The shot's good on the assist by Jonquel Jones.
Given Ionescu's soft touch around the rim, defenses have to be extra careful about letting her inside.
Clark outside. Jacks up a 3. Indiana again missing.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebounding, Tim.
They haven't allowed many second chances. It's been one and done for the most part, and that's helped them build this lead.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over.
And while Breanna Stewart has a lot of years left in the tank, she's already in the GOAT conversation.
It's crazy. I mean, she's had 5 straight top 3 finishes in MVP race. She's already won every award, every title, in college, internationally, WNBA. She's on a path unmatched in the history of the game.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Bonner. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Pass to Clark. Sweet little floater.
You have to have perfect timing to knock down the teardrop.
And here's Burke. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Harrison the screen. And here's Ionescu. She's covered by Clark. Now here's Ionescu. Not a lot of room. Miss number 7 from the field, and she's also made 7. Mitchell up top. And foul called as she misses, and she's going to shoot 2 free throws. That's on Isabel Harrison.
What a skillful play by Kelsey Mitchell, ensuring she gets the shot off while drawing a foul.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And, even before coming to the WNBA, Kelsey Mitchell was an established star. When she finished her college career, she was second all-time in points.
That one falls, so she hits both of them. Ionescu has it. 18 points for her. Lets it go from deep. Comes up empty. 7 for 15 with that miss. Pass to Mitchell. Clark with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Cunningham. And the 3 off target. And out of bounds, the Fever will take it.
Ball goes to Indiana.
The Fever trailing. Pass to Fagbenle. Here's Mitchell. It's in. Bucket number 4 for her, shooting at a 4 for 9 split.
Just a strong finish through contact. Kelsey Mitchell refusing to be out-muscled. I love to see that kind of physicality from her.
Now here is Stewart. 8 points for her. Here's Febish. Ionescu outside. Count it.
She is just tearing it up this quarter, and I don't think this lead is going to go anywhere while she's this hot from the field.
Now here's Clark. 12 points for her. Pass to Mitchell. To the middle. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
A player you want to use in the pick and roll. Mitchell has great decision-making abilities. Made the right choice giving up the rock.
Outside Stewart. Here's Febish. Bonner defending. Now Ionescu. Down low. Stewart. Fagbenle with the rebound. Cunningham with it. Now guarded by Ionescu. Pass to Clark.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now Fagbenle. Inside. Mitchell, shot's good.
This is why Kelsey Mitchell is in the WNBA. She can carry a team offensively, have huge nights, and put on a show.
New York in the lead. Now Burke. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Brianna Stewart from outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
They need to make her earn those threes, because if you play off her, she's automatic.
And here is Mitchell. Pass to Fagbenle. Clark. Good for her 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Yeah, slow start, but they're starting to heat up, and that could help them narrow the gap.
That and some stops.
Now here is Ionescu. She's got 20. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Here's Fagbenle. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2. Brianna Stewart picks one up.
And Sophie Cunningham has joined the trend of WNBA stars broadcasting in the offseason.
Does a great job. She was on the Suns broadcast last year, able to break down the game so well because, well, Sophie is also playing basketball at the highest level.
The first one falls, so both teams changing it up here. Doesn't get the second.
They're getting it to the line a lot in this quarter, and it hasn't been by accident.
No, I mean, they've ramped up the aggression, and it's paying off.
Pound it inside, get him into foul trouble, get those freebies.
He nailed it.
Ionescu can't get it to go. Well, it's definitely within striking distance.
The big key is make each possession count.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Clark. Boston with it. Covered by Ionescu. Outside Cunningham. Yes. Great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up. And it's a tie ball game.
Well, Cunningham is a taller guard, which makes her a tough cover for most other guards in the league.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Here's Stewart. That one misses. Would have counted had it gone. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums. And taking it out the shot. So sorry. Let's hear it for the participant.
Welcome back. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. And you look at Sabrina Ionescu in this game, and she's been everywhere.
It's amazing to watch. She spoils us with her performances game in, game out. And so far, another big scoring night for her.
And oftentimes when she puts up that many points in the first half, she follows it up with an even better second half. So we'll see if that happens again here.
And the Liberty with possession here. Pass to Burke. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Boston. Clark, covered by Ionescu. Howard, that's good.
They're just killing them in the paint.
You can say that again. I mean, the defenders aren't being nearly aggressive enough down low.
They're just killing them in the paint.
Thank you.
Here's Burke. She's covered by Mitchell. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Offensive board. Stewart drops in the tray.
Look, the catch-and-shoot jumper is never easy. And since Stewart is confident in her shot, she's never afraid to take them.
Here's Clark. Mitchell outside. Knocked away. Now here's Jones. She's covered by Mitchell. Pass to Stewart. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
Orchestrating the offense. It's what Ionescu excels at, the ability to make everybody around her better.
Now here's Mitchell. She's got 13. To the paint. Howard, that's good.
Because of Howard's sharp basketball IQ, she's able to make the right reads in the pick and roll game.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Outside Stewart. The three. And again, it's New York with a three.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Clark with it. She's got 14. Pass to Bonner. Mitchell. The 3-ball. Second shot opportunity.
Boston, no good.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Ionescu, that's good.
They'll want to generate more of those shots in tight.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. Sabrina Ionescu really making a difference out there.
She's absolutely dialed in from outside. They got to play up on her and try to deny her the ball.
New York on D. Pass to Mitchell. Boston outside. Here's Clark. And that one drops for her.
Yeah, late reaction for the defense. She's always going to convert that.
New York leading. Outside Stewart. Berg. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Stewart with the screen. Clock at 4. Natasha Howard pulls it in.
You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
Number 1 overall pick in 2016, Breanna Stewart continues to be a big-time player in the W.
Well, her transition from Connecticut to the WNBA was seamless. She won Rookie of the Year and established herself as a star right from the jump. Now, as a veteran, Stewie remains one of the most dominant players in the league.
And the first one at the line is good. And so she's able to get 1 of 2. Now here is Stewart. D right on her. Good D by Natasha Howard. The Fever trailing. Now here's Mitchell. 14 points for her. Clark outside for the tie. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
When she has the ball, Mitchell is always looking to find an open teammate. Head on a swivel.
Now here is Ionescu. She's covered by Clark. Pass to Berg. There's the triple. Here's Stewart. Tasha Howard with the rebound. Mitchell outside. Now here's Clark for the lead. And the Fever hit again from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely. The defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passer.
Here's Burke. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Picked by Jones to end the run. And that one's good, Burke.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Clark, covered by Ionescu. Boston sets a screen. Inside. In transition, here come the Liberty.
Right side, Laney Hamilton.
Here's Jones. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Well, Jones has a talent for owning the boards. Here she keeps the play alive and finishes it strong.
Pass to Mitchell.
Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, she's one of the main reasons this game is tied up, and I would say she's done her part to keep them in it.
And so it's New York with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Ionescu outside. Stewart with the ball. Ionescu up top. She's covered by Clark. Shot clock at 5. Stewart with the screen. Burke. Off the mark there with the 3. And it's the Fever ball. Here's Clark. 22 points for her. Mitchell outside. Drills the three-pointer.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
The Liberty trail. Now Burke. Ionescu up top. Pass to Burke. Back to Ionescu. Puts up a 3. It's good from long range.
Gotta love Ionescu's intensity, delivering an emphatic answer.
And here is Mitchell. 19 points in the game. Clark. Pass to Bonner. Takes the 3. And Jones pulls it down. Here's Burke to the inside. Back to Stewart. Now Burke. To the wing, right side. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Now here's Bonner. Clark outside. Here's the 3. New York with the rebound.
Yeah, a bit of a pride at stake there, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Ionescu has it. Now guarded by Bonner. High arcing shot. Ionescu can't get it to go. Here's the Fever with the ball. They trail by 3. Back to Clark. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. That one a tad offline to the right, but it drops in for her.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Stewart with the ball. She's got 19.
Pass to Laney Hamilton.
Ionescu outside. Clark. Again, the Liberty, good for 2.
Strong work for her at the offensive end, helping them sustain this lead.
Now here's Clark. 22 points for her. Mitchell outside. Back to Clark.
Good defense there by Benijah Laney Hamilton.
New York leading. Now Burke. Pass to Stewart.
Outside, Laney Hamilton.
Ionescu outside. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
No misses for her yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
On offense, here the Liberty.
And here's Burke. Fires the 3. She got it up in time, but it just wouldn't fall for her. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the Liberty up 1. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Okay, 4th quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one with both sides coming to play so far. Indiana trailing. Pass to Fagbenle. Lexi Hole on the wing. Mitchell outside.
Cunningham sets a screen.
To take the lead. And Kelsey Mitchell gets the 3.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Oh, they're in the zone right now, and that bucket looks about, 10 feet wide for them right now?
Man.
Here's Burke. Back to Ionescu.
Pass to Phoebish.
Ionescu. She's covered by Mitchell. 3 on the clock. Goes up, high post. Hole with the rebound. Mitchell outside and stolen by Ionescu.
Here's Phoebish.
Hole defending. Sabrina Ionescu from outside gets it to go from downtown.
What an exhibition she's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Fagbenle. Luana Bonner on the wing. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Harrison. And plenty of drama in this one so far.
Well, hopefully, from our standpoint at least, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
You can only hope.
All quarter, she's been zeroed in, locked in, focused, and she's knocked down big shots for her team in the 4th.
Now here's Hole. Back to Mitchell. From downtown, hits it from 3-point range.
And now she's getting rolling. 4 3-pointers in the game for her, and 3 have come this half.
Pass to Phoebish.
Back to Ionescu. From past the arc. Doesn't go for her.
And here's Indiana.
Here's Hole. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th.
Cunningham sets a screen.
And there the Fever with another bucket.
She's got a lot of firepower right now. What a half she's having.
Pass to Phoebish.
Here's Burke. Down low.
Phoebus shot is off.
The Fever with the lead. Mitchell, right side. Up top, Bonner. And here's Cunningham. And a screen by Bonner. 6 to shoot. The 3 is up. Rebound, New York.
She's trying to shoot her way out of it. They have the lead. She might help by being a little bit more selective tonight.
Burke finds the open look, and it's on target.
She's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake. Come on, you got to be a little bit more disciplined.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Bonner. From the arc, sinks the three-pointer.
You just got to admire the tenacity that she has.
Timeout called for Liberty.
She's been in this league for a decade and a half now, but DeWanna Bonner is still going strong.
Yeah, that's maybe her greatest attribute, her consistency of excellence. She can do a lot of things at a high level, and you always love to see her activity level at both ends. She's a coach's dream.
And so it's New York with it. It's a three-point game.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
The three-pointer is on target.
Coach has to be furious. Obviously, a defensive lapse there. She is automatic from deep. If you leave her wide open, big mistake.
Indiana with the ball. Clark with it. Bonner outside. Back to Clark. Shot clock at 6. Howard the screen.
The shot by Cunningham, no good.
Now Burke. Pass to Phoebus. Now here's Jones. Bonner defending.
Anytime the possession ends up with Jones having the ball down low, it's a good trip for them.
First team foul. At the line for your New York Liberty, Jonquel Jones. 2 shots.
She misses the free throw.
Well, when you look at her game, what you appreciate most about Jonquel Jones is her versatility. A strong offensive player and a very skilled defender as well.
And that one falls, and that puts them up. It's a 1-point game now.
Even with the miss, she got the big one there to put them in front.
Now here's Clark.
Cunningham up top.
Shoots. The rebound by the Liberty. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Bebish.
Guarded by Howard.
Here's Bebish.
With the teardrop. And it's good on the lay-in.
You know what you wanted to do all along? The teardrop.
Indiana with the ball. They trail by 3. And here's Cunningham. Caitlin Clark with the 3.
The basket good off the assist from Sophie Cunningham.
She is showing no signs of slowing down here.
Now Dodi Kish.
Pass to Jones. Over Cunningham. And the Liberty getting another bucket right there.
A face-up forward/center with an ever-expanding skill set. Jones is a bright young star.
Clark with it.
Pass to Boston.
Count that one.
You know, that's what we're used to her doing, but she hasn't had her normal impact offensively. If they keep getting her touches, though, this game won't be tied for long.
Here's Dodi Kish. Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
Jones unloads. Bagbenlay with the rebound.
Shocking miss. That's one of her favorite spots on the floor.
Pass to Clark. Here's Bagbenlay. Guarded by Jones. Back to Clark. To take the lead. Connects from three-point range.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here because they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before.
As long as you're getting quality looks, the coaches should have no complaints. Play with confidence.
And the Liberty call time here.
Looks like the coach saw some things out there that need adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, and never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
Outside, Stewart. Good on the triple.
Clutch basket right there. Stewart wants the ball in her hands in big moments.
And here's Indiana.
Clark outside. Pass to Bonner. Mitchell outside.
Howard the screen.
It's stolen by Stewart. In transition, here come the Liberty. Burt, she's covered by Mitchell. Here's Burt. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Castellini Hamilton.
And Aaliyah Boston with the block. Now here's Clark. Over Ionescu. Clark can't hit. Stewart with the ball. And it's Howard picking her up. To the middle. Jones.
That one falls, and a nice feed from Lainey Hamilton.
A great feel for when the team needs a big play. Jones is a timely and dependable scorer.
Indiana trailing. Clark outside. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. The rebound by the Liberty.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
Down low. Pass to Burt.
Lainey Hamilton with it.
Watches it. And Bonner pulls it down. Clark outside. Mitchell outside. Back to Clark.
Howard the screen.
Indiana again missing. And it's New York's ball. The lead is 2. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
Screen by Stewart. Count it!
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
I don't know if I'd call it 100% secure, but at least 98%.
I'll go 99.2.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you're watching the huddle. I think the coach is telling them to take the easy points in a hurry, then foul as soon as possible.
Yeah, and you shouldn't just foul blindly, though. Go for the steal with all they've got before that.
Yeah, you could go for the steal for a second or two, then foul.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. The rebound by the Liberty.
Now, sometimes you just want to show off your range.
I mean, we already know how good her range is, so I don't know why she's firing from that deep.
And the Liberty with possession here. A 4-point game.
And that's just what they have to do in order to get that ball back.
Yeah, to me, that's a good foul. Clock management, crucial at this time of the game.
2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up 5. And she hits both free throws. And it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there, and I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
They still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Yeah, it could, but they're going to need some help any way you cut it, Tim. They'll be hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
But hey, we've seen some crazy things happen.
Clark outside.
Connects from downtown.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
And the Liberty call time here.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Two shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so she drops them both. And it's a 5-point game. Timeout called the Fever.
They can call all the timeouts they want, but it really isn't going to do them any good.
No, there's nothing they can do to salvage this one at this point.
It's just a stat padding time.
Clark outside.
And the Fever hit again from deep.
She is just bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from her?
Well, we've already seen a lot. I mean, she's got more points from outside the arc than inside the arc.
Two shots.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And a tough break as her second attempt at the line. No good. And so the big win by New York in a really tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
These are those games that are so great to win and so hard to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat and just wondering what would happen next.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.